All right, it's time to park this race car, huh? Well, it's been a full packed day, and I'm very glad to all our speakers, all our participants for sticking it through. Last year, when we had held this workshop, it was completely virtual, and we saw a very high number of participants, excellent talks, and we were very encouraged because of that success last year to organize this event again this year. And it's just very exciting to see that the community has grown, both in the maturity of the work everybody is doing and the kind of problems they are going after, and also just in sheer numbers, both in person and online. This has been, again, an excellent encouragement for us. We will continue to do this and bring all the ideas together. We covered a lot of ground today, for sure. Many different methods, many different problems, many different aspects of single agent, multi-agent racing, aerial vehicles, ground vehicles. I suppose if you have colleagues who do underwater robots, we should point them towards start racing as well, and see what's different there. But really, I want to take this time to first just thank everyone, all the participants, for sticking with us throughout the day. Let's just thank all our speakers. I know some of them have left online. They're not here in the room as well, but we can give them a round of applause. So I won't keep us here any more than I have to. There's a few housekeeping items I want to share on some other events which are happening in this space that you should keep an eye on. Starting with our own F1 10th autonomous racing competition. This is an in-person competition. If you aren't aware, it's happening at ICRA, just on the floor above us. It's one of the biggest tracks that the F1 10th competition has ever featured, and also the biggest in-person show up for more than 24 teams who are here to battle it out against. We've seen how they can show and talk about the work on PowerPoint, but the best way to see what's best is on the track, right? That's the beauty of racing. You can always settle it on the track, whether it's NPC or something else. So do watch out. There's a practice schedule and a final event over the next 2 or 3 days. In addition to that, I also want to point you towards, and all the authors and the participants, that there is a special issue in the Journal of Field Robotics. It's one of the most prestigious journals there is in robotics. So this is the open access Journal of Field Robotics, and there's a special issue which is already out, and the call is already out there. There's an initial deadline of 1st of August. And I see, many of the works which have been presented here, they feature that realism of testing it on a real test bed or a full-scale race car. And that's just perfect for this kind of submission as well. So do consider, if you couldn't describe your awesome work in 6 pages, consider describing it in 20 pages with a lot of good experiments, and submit it to just journal as well. And then the final thing that we want to do is there is a best paper award, actually, right? I bet many of you didn't know that, but there is. And we got a lot of good papers. There was a program committee put in place. We should also thank our program committee for reviewing the papers. They reviewed, every paper got at least 2 high quality reviews, and not all papers made it to the packed agenda. And so we looked at the reviews quality as well, and the reviewers were also asked to point out if they would like the paper to be nominated for Best Paper Award. And then we also evaluated based on the presentations that were made today, obviously on the quality of the work, and the kind of results that were presented. So we have a winner. I have a couple of safe slides, so we'll eventually get to the winner slide. Oh boy. Okay, there we go. So the winner of the Best Paper Award will get a certificate acknowledging this, and we'll also feature it on our webpage. Also, all the papers that were presented, they are on the webpage. The videos were being recorded. They will be uploaded on YouTube for everybody, and on the website for everybody to access. So our Best Paper Award this year goes to the paper, A Gaussian Process Model for Opponent Prediction in Autonomous Racing, with authors Lucas Bush, Jake Johnson, Ed Zhu, and Francesco Borelli. I believe Ed was here. Yeah, Ed, come on up. Yeah. At this point, I only will shake your hand, but you'll get your certificate soon. So with that, we are at the end of our workshop. Thanks again for sticking around. And if you are at ICRA, talk to your other co-authors and other participants as well. And a good place to do that is upstairs while some racing is going on in the background. All right. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.